Hello, I will make a video demo on Gitlab CICD pipeline. So the objective is I want to replicate my workplace working process, like I said. And in my workplace in software development, we have developer will make a Git commit here, and we will submit a merge request or pull request, and somehow if the code is approved or the merge request is approved, it will be merged into a branch. For developer, we use dev branch, and it will be merged, and it will automatically deploy on the dev environment. So developer will write code and to check to see if their code has been deployed on the dev environment. And after that, if we think everything is okay, we will merge from dev branch to staging branch, where QA team will test the feature of the new code that developer have just written. So in staging, it will be the same, and QA will do the job testing, finding bugs, and report back to developer. And after that, developer will fix and deploy again and again. So from time to time, we will QA will sign off, and we will make release to production, and which is on a master branch, and it will follow the same procedure. We make pull request from staging to master, approve and merge, and it will the CICD pipeline will do the job and automatically deploy to the production environment. And in this demo, I will use my old project, the Django project. I have written it 4 years ago with Python, and I use Wagtail CMS, which is a content management system. Think of it as a WordPress or a Laravel, similar to that in PHP. For managing blogs, managing websites dynamically, but bottom line, we need to write code, we need to find models, template, same as the Django. So that is the overview of the project. And in here, I've written it long ago, and it has Docker file, Docker compose already. But at that time, I haven't implemented the CI/CD pipeline or automatically deploy to the environment. So recently I have made this file. So for this purpose, .gitlab.ci .yml. You see here I have written stages for the pipeline, and a lot of script to ISA to the server, build image and push it to Docker Hub, and pull it from Docker Hub and deploy on the server. And this is a core code that I have, Docker Compose, I written long ago. And I disable Nginx because of this demo. I don't want to complicate the environment. So the demo here is only CI/CD. Yes. And Docker Compose, we talk about this. And in this demo, I made 2 public Linux server with this IP address for dev and staging environment, runs on different port. And for production, I decided to make another server to run for production, isolate from these 2 environments, and it will run on port 8000. I disable Nginx, so these 2 can coexist together with different ports. Okay. Let's go back to, I want to talk to this about CI/CD a little bit. So we have 3 stage: build, test, and deploy. In build, I try to build the image and push it to my Docker Hub image, which is right here. So every time it builds successfully, it will push the latest image to Docker Hub. And test, it's just to run the unit test. I haven't wrote any unit test yet, so it will pass automatically. Yes. And here is the deployment to the ASH that we need to ASH to the server here. Okay. And we have to write for production, for staging, and for dev. That's it. So let's do. If I make a pull request, this is the new branch, and I will merge it to dev. So it will automatically run the pipeline. Yes. And if we go to build pipeline, okay, this is the pipeline that I have built. This is the new one. So when we merge, it will trigger the pipeline, and it will run 3 jobs in build, test, and deploy. And we will see if it can run successfully. And in the meantime, I want to SSH to dev server, which is this IP address. SSH. Okay. So I have installed Docker and Docker Compose in this server before I start to deploy. And I will come back after it is done. Everyone, I want to talk about CICD variables. This is where I have defined my CICD variables, like Docker Hub, username, password, image tags, server IP address, for production server, as a key, and so on, for my configuration here. So this is the best practice, because we don't have to hard code server IP address, username, password here directly. So imagine I want to change to the new server. All I have to do is just come in here and modify the IP address of my new server, and redeploy. It will be navigate to the new server automatically. So bear in mind that this is a good practice for CI/CD setting. I can see that it is built successfully. So like I said, in build image, if it is done successfully, it will push to Docker Hub image, which it was pushed successfully 11 minutes ago. And it is running test, and this is deploy to production server. So every command that has been written here will be run on production server. And if I SSH and go to my production server, I can see that my container is up and running. Yes. And if we go to this address, we can see that the website is up and running. And this is how my website look like, without configuration, without menu, without blocks at all. So some work has to be done in order to configure the block properly, but for this demo there's no need. And I will configure another pipeline, deploying from dev to staging environment. CI/CD for staging is the same. We will create a merge request from dev to staging branch, and it needs to be approved by other developer, my team lead. But normally for this demo, let's just approve it ourselves and merge. If it is successfully merged, we go to the pipeline. We will see new pipeline is running, jobs are running, and it will run just like the dev environment, like in this code here. So I want to emphasize this thing. See here that we configure as a key from Gitlab to the server, and we run this docker command. This thing, if we deploy manually, we will run this command and it will work. But same thing if we want for CI/CD automation to remotely and automatically deploy, we need to follow this command also. So I will come back after it is built and deploy successfully. Let's continue. I think it is done successfully. To build image, you see my image here is built and pushed to Docker Hub successfully. Okay. And if we go to Docker Hub tags, it is built 4 minutes ago successfully. Okay, good. Also for deployment, check the log. It also done successfully. So go into terminal, type docker ps. Okay, staging container running, up and running. So let's check. For staging, it's running on this port. Done. So this is staging port 8001, default port 8002. For staging, it is done. So let's repeat again from staging to master. For the assume that QA team test everything successfully and they want to deploy on production. Same thing DevOps do is just making a pull request, review it, approve and merge, and it will automatically deploy it via GitLab CICD pipeline. Okay, here we go. Okay, same thing here, but remember that for this demo I use different IP address, which is our production server IP. If we go to CICD again to find out what IP address it is, here. I want to SH it to it's nothing yet. So we wait for the pipeline to finish and we can check the new containers will be created for production environment. This is with the build image for production. This build successfully. Go into Docker Hub, refresh the page. It's done. My production run on latest tag. If we go to production server, type in docker ps, we can see that it is up and running on port 8000. Verify, and it's done. It's built successfully. So if we have a new task, we make check our new branch developed from another branch, merge it to Dev, and we will trigger CICD in Dev environment. From Dev to staging, we merge another pull request, and we trigger CICD again, another pipeline for staging, build image, put to Docker Hub, and pull to the staging environment. The same thing is repeating again in production server. So even finally we have this environment up and running. That's all I want to demo today. So in summary, it was a project that I wrote 4 years ago, and this day I decided to make a CI/CD pipeline in deployment. So I wrote this file, and I will run on 2 servers, one server for 2 environment, Dev and staging running on this server, another server run for production differently on this server. And after every code chain in this branch, it will trigger a pipeline. So in this pipeline, we can create jobs, which normally I use build image, run unit test, and actually deploy. So in BMH, it will build with the new code, push it to Docker Hub, and it will run unit test, and in deploy, it will pull, the server will pull from Docker Hub, build a new container, and finally we have a URL up and running by these containers. That's it for today. Thank you.